Hello guys, welcome back to the second part of the paper of Cambridge Primary Checkpoint. This is paper 1 of October 2020. In the first video I covered from question number 1 to 14. So in this video I will cover the remaining question. So let's start. Before we start, I will request you guys to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends, and if you like the video, please hit the like button. So let's start. Question number 15. There are 24 buttons in a jar. 8 of the buttons are red, the rest of the buttons are blue. So total 24, 8 are red, the rest are blue. What's the fraction of buttons which is blue? So now first we need to know the number of blue buttons. Number of blue buttons will be 24 minus 8, which is 16. This is the number of blue buttons. Okay, so now the question is, what is the fraction? So we are going to calculate the fraction out of. So fraction, there are 16 blue buttons out of 24. 16 over 24. So we can simplify this, divide it by. So this is the fraction that we need. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So this is 8 over 12. Then again continue, divide by 2, divide by 2. This is 4 and 6. You continue unless you get the lowest term. This is 2 over 3. So final answer is 2 over 3 because we cannot split it further. Question number 16. Olivier buys 2 boxes of strawberry and a watermelon. 2 boxes of strawberry and a watermelon. He pays $10. How much change does he get? So you can see we have the tags here. The price is here. Strawberry $1.75 per box, and 2 boxes for $3.25, and he bought 2 boxes. So total cost. So the cost of 2 boxes of strawberry is 3.25, and 1 watermelon. He added 1 watermelon, and that is cost of 1 watermelon. It is 3.89. Okay. So now the total cost. So we are going to add this. 9 plus 5 is 14. So 4 is here. 1. 8 plus 2, 10 and 11. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1. So total cost is of the fruits is 7.14, and he gave $10. So what will be the change? The remaining amount. So change that he will get, that will be $10 minus $7.14. You should always write digit under the digit so that you can easily subtract. So this is 9, because this is 0 here, we need to borrow from here. So this will become 10. 10 minus 4, it is 6. And this will become here 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. So 2.86. So he is going to get change of 2.86. Question number 17. Draw a line to match each calculation to the correct answer. So we have this here, 63 times 1000. So this will be 63, then 3 zeros there. So 63,000. So where is 63,000? It is here. Then second we have 6430 divided by 1000. So this 0 and 0 is gone. So there are 2 zeros. So this will be 643. 643 and 2 zeros. So 2 decimal places from right hand side. So 6.43 is this one here. So you are going to match this. So that's it. There is nothing else in this question. Question number 18. Here is a part of 100 square. Draw a ring around the number that will have remainder 5 when it is divided by 6. So we are looking for a number that when you divide by 6 and your remainder should be 5. So as you can see, we can just write the tables of table of 6 here. That will make our work easy. 6, let me write down here. 6 times 2 12, 6 times 3 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 47, 40, no, not 47. What am I doing? Oh, wait. 6 times 2 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42 plus 6, it should be 48. Sorry. Yeah, so we have maximum number is 48, so we don't need further numbers. So as you can see, when you divide these numbers by 6, so you can see if I take from here all these numbers, only number this here which comes as 47. If I take here this one will be when you divide 47 by 6, 6 times 7 is 42, and when you subtract this, your remainder is 5. So only number 47, that gives you remainder 5. Question 19. The three numbers on each line add up to 15. So there are 3 numbers in each line that add up to 15. Write the missing numbers. So every number should total of every number should be 15. So we have here 6 plus 1, it is 7. So but our total should be 15. So 7 plus what gives you 7 plus what give you 15. So that is 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. So we should have number 8 here. So we have started from this side because we already had 2 of them. So now this side, 6 plus 7. 6 plus 7, it is 13. So we need total of 15. So 13 plus what gives you 15? That is 2. So this will be 2 here. And so now here you see 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2, it is 6. So 6. Now 6 plus what number gives you 15? That is 6 plus, do we have 2 here? So 6 plus 9. Okay, so now we are left with this side only. Now you understood, 8 plus 4, it is 12. So 12 plus what gives you 15? That will be number 3. So this will be 3. So this is how you can fill these gaps step by step, but go slowly. With every step, start with the numbers that are there where there is only one missing. So then you can find out the other ones. Now question number 20. Write down 4-digit number that are divisible by 25 but not divisible by 2. So now the numbers which are divisible by 2, they end with the 2, 4, 6. And those which are divisible by 25, they should end by 25 and 50 and 75. So we need 4-digit number. So we are not given any limit. So we can write down any number like 1. Write down 2 4-digit numbers that are divisible by 25. We can write down this one, and this is, as this is odd number, ends with 5, so it is not divisible by 2. So any other number we can take like 3, 3, 2, 5. So these are 4-digit numbers. Question number 21. Draw a ring around the decimal that is equivalent to this. So as you know, 137 divided by 100. So there are two zeros here. So 2 decimal places. So it will be 1.37. So we have 1.37 here. Question 22. Yusuf uses a regular hexagon to make fair-sided spinner. So we have the numbers on the spinner. Draw lines to show how likely these outcomes are after one spin. The first one has been done for you. So what are the outcomes? First, let me write it down. 1, 2, then you have 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we need to find out the possible outcomes. So the outcomes, a number less than 7. So all the numbers are less than 7. So this is joined to certain event. Now a number greater than 2. So as you can see, number greater than 2. How many numbers? There are 6 numbers, and out of these 6, these 4 are greater than 4. So that means, let's see which is the possibility. So impossible, no. Unlikely, no, because it is more likely. And then we have even chances, no. For even chances we need to have the same. So it is more likely. So that means it will be joined to likely. Now an odd number. So how many odd number? Next part is odd number. So how many odd numbers are there? We have 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 odd numbers and 3 even numbers. So that means there will be even chances. So same chances of getting even number and same chances of getting odd number. So it will be even chances. Question number 23. Here are 6 shapes. You can see we are given 6 shapes here. So the question is, write the letter of shape that has 1 pair of parallel side and 2 equal angles and 0 line of symmetry. So 1 pair of parallel sides, we have to go one by one. 1 pair of parallel lines. So 1 pair is here also, in this also, in this and all. Like in these 4. So this is also parallel. So we cannot say anything from this. Then we have 2 equal angles. So if you see, we have equal angles in this shape and in this. Then we have and 0 line of symmetry. So this shape has line of symmetry. This also have line of symmetry. This is line of symmetry. This is also having line of symmetry. Here is also line of symmetry. So only shape left is shape C, which does not have any line of symmetry. So its answer should be C. Now what is the mathematical name of shape D? Looking at this, you can see it has 2 parallel sides, parallel pair of the sides. So this is parallelogram. Parallelogram. Okay, now question number 24. Draw a ring around all the measurements that are greater than 6.5 meters. 6.5 means 6.5. Greater than 6.5. So let's see which one is greater than 6.5. So as you can see, they all are 2 digits. So we can add 1 0 here. So we are looking a number which is greater than 6.50. So this is 6.57. This is greater. This 6.0. This is not. This 6.25 is lesser. 6.0 is lesser, and 6.99. These are the 2 numbers which are greater than 6.5 meter. Question number 25. Complete the multiplication table. So we have this table here. Some gaps are there, so we need to fill those one. You can see this is 6 here and this is 24. So as you know, 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so as we have here multiplication sign, so that means we should have 4 here. So 0.6, there is 1 decimal place, so you got 2.4. Now this is 6 times 5, it is 3. 6 prime, sorry, it is 30, and then we have one decimal place, so it will be 3.0 here. And now moving to this one. So you see we have this and this is empty, so we need at least one. So 5 times something is here 15. So 5 times 3 is 15, but we have here 1.5, so that means it should be 0.3 here. So this is 0.3. 5 times 0.3 is 1.5, then 4 times 3 it is 12, but there is one decimal place, it will be 1.2. So this is how you can fill the gaps step by step. Now question number 26. Aiko has set of number cards from 1 to 20. So we have these cards here. She chooses 5 different cards. They total 36. Their total is 36. This is one condition. 3 of the cards are multiples of 5. 3 of her cards are even numbers. So 3, 3. Which cards does Aiko choose? So we need to find out which according to the given condition. So that means all these numbers, when you add them together, they give answer 36. This is the first condition. Okay, 3 of her cards are multiples of 5. If we look, multiples of 5 here are 5, 10, 15 and 20. So 3 are multiples of 5. So I can choose, you can choose any of them. We can choose 5, 10 and 15. So that means 5, 10 and 15 can go in this box. Now we are left with these two numbers. So multiples of 5 we have taken, and then he said 3 of her cards are even numbers. So 3 are even numbers. So one even number we already got. So we need 2 even numbers here. So if we see, look, listen carefully. This is 5 plus 10, 15 plus 15, it is 30. But we need here answer 36. So that means we need 2 numbers here that add to, so we are remaining with only 6. So 30 plus 6 gives you 36. So we need 2 numbers that add to 6 here. So we can easily take 2 and 4. If you take 2 and 4, 2 and 4 is 2 plus 4 is 6. So 30 plus 6 is 36, and these two are even numbers. So that's you can see it is satisfying all the conditions that are given to us. So that's it for this question number 26. Question number 27. Lily records the temperature in her greenhouse every hour. Graph to show temperature in greenhouse. This is the graph given. This is temperature here, time here. Lily says the temperature did not change between 10 and 11. Lily might be wrong. Why? You can see that between, if you look at the graph, between 10 and 11, it shows the temperature is 20, but there is no other information given. So she may be wrong because Lily measured at 10 and then at 11. So we don't know what is the temperature in these 2 hours. So she measured at 10 and she at 11. So what could have happened? So temperature might have raised, then it could have come back to the same degree at 10 a.m. So what reason we can write down? She may not be correct because Lily measured temperature because she measured temperature at 10 a.m. and then at 11 a.m. So temperature could have changed between or in between. Okay, or you can say we do not have not enough information. information. So temperature may change, but might be she has not measured it. Question 28. Hassan records the number of hours taken by 10 children to complete a school project. So this is the information given. What is the median? So you know how we calculate the median. For the median, we need to rearrange the information first. So first one is 1, 2, then we have 3, 3, then it is 4, 4, then 4 is twice, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 5s. Then we have 6. And so it should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we are taking the middle number. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we have 4 and 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. And the middle number divided by 2, we are taking it will be 4 again. So final answer will be 4. Now what is the mean number of hours? So we are taking the mean number. So that means mean is you add all the numbers. So we are adding 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 and so on, plus 4 plus 1 and divided by 10. So I have already calculated. When you add them together, all these numbers, this is 38 divided by 10. So this will be 3.8. So final answer is 3.8. So that's the end of this paper. So I hope you understood all the questions. So if there is any doubt, any further explanation needed, you can write in the comment section. Please like if you like the video and share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.